So as you can see, everyone, Rohan is here with us and he wrote the exam pretty recently. You can see the dates also. You can see 17th December is when he got his score, and this his overall score is 99. And everybody who thinks about the mystery section, DI is the mystery section. Here's the 99th percentile in this section because everybody should understand that this section is not difficult and it is absolutely doable. And also, you remember the sections that are traditionally there, even if you get more score on them, because they are comparing it with the old score reports of many years versus this, because there is no comparison possible. So even at 85 score, this is 99th percentile. Even at 88 score, this is 95. The reason for this is that Quant has always been there on the GMAT, and data insights is not something that has been there. So slightly low score here is also giving a 99th percentile. And Rohan, just 1 second, I'll pin you and then stop this share. Please start your camera again. I'll just stop this share. Hi, Rohan. Finally, we get to see each
Yeah,
other here.
yeah, hi,
Rohan,
sir.
I do not know much about your journey, sorry. So I'd like to know what the journey has been and how did you decide to write the focus edition? And did you expect that you will get an equivalent of 770 score? Because if you add 55 marks to this, it's your 770 score. So just take us through the journey first. Did
Right.
focus edition really, was it on your mind always, or did you shift in between, please?
I shifted to it actually. I'll start from before top 1%. So I actually decided to pursue MBA last year, I think in April of 2022, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I started my GMAT prep with some other test prep company, and I was thinking ki, like something must be I must be
Mm-hmm.
really bad at verbal, especially at RC. Uh, so I couldn't really crack RC. Like it was the weakest section for me at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also had questions about why MBA.
Mm-hmm.
So I started to also pursue CFA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so that is when I like stopped with GMAT
Okay.
and started with that, right? And sometime in May of this year, after a couple of other things as well, there was a job search in between,
Mm-hmm.
uh, right? I actually a friend suggested me to start with top 1%, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I started in the May batch, right? May 6th batch for the GMAT Classic,
Mm-hmm.
right? At that time, I gave my exam somewhere around mid-August and scored a 740, right?
Okay.
Uh, but given my profile, I was, very, very worried. Like 740 will be a borderline cut
Mm.
for me, right?
Okay.
Uh, like there were some question marks in my profile, so I was
Mm-hmm.
considering key I should definitely get a 99th percentile. 97th might just
Yeah, it might
uh,
not have been enough in some cases
right,
earlier, especially considering scholarships. So yeah,
right.
right.
And I looked up my ESR report to decide like for the further steps, right? And there I recognized that RC was good, CR was also good, but SC was a weak section at that
Mm.
time, right? And so I decided to sort of give another try with focus addition
Mm.
sometime later, right?
Right.
First of all, I needed a break at that time because it had been a very long journey, like a
Mm-hmm.
very intense journey for the last year, and through a couple of things, right? So I took
Yeah.
a month-long break,
Mm-hmm.
and then simultaneously started with the applications, and then uh, uh, started devoting some time to uh,
Mm-hmm.
GMAT as well, right?
Right.
Again,
Right.
so I think for me at that time I started devoting 1 to 2 hours each day, not more than that because right now my focus was applications,
Right.
right? Uh, so I did more intensive studies, during the last 2 weeks, just before the exam, right?
Okay.
Uh, and I finished the 700 to 800 level sheets for RC and CR,
Mm-hmm.
and also did 2 3 LSAT papers, right? Uh,
Right. Right.
so in the end, I think my RC section is 100% correct. With
Oh, wow, that's great, Rohan. You should
yeah,
please do share the extensive score reports of yours, like all of them combined. It'll be
yeah,
awesome to
yeah,
have it. Yeah.
right. Yeah, actually, I did find one difference between GMAT Classic and GMAT Focus,
Yeah.
right? Difference is time management might be a little trickier in Focus Edition, especially in the
I've been
data
hearing
insights,
this always since the very
right?
beginning that people started taking it last month. So the same constant feedback, time management is more tricky. Yes. So just elaborate on it, please. The more
Yeah,
information, the better at this stage. Yes, please.
right. I'll go by section by section. First of all, let me just go through data insights on this one,
Mhm.
right? Data insights is definitely more constrained if you see by the numbers itself. Uh, Previously, you had 12 questions in 30 minutes, right? That gives
Right.
you roughly 2.5 minutes. And now you have 20 questions in 45 minutes. That leaves you with, I think, 2 minutes, 15 seconds,
Yeah,
right?
something much less.
So
Yes.
yeah, and some of the like the most time-consuming parts of the data insights question is the multi-part questions, right? When you
Yeah,
have three
multi-source
tabular,
reasoning.
yeah, multi-source reasoning. That is where the time management gets shaky, because uh, you're not very sure ki where you have to look,
Hmm.
right? You read the question first. That is the strategy that I adopted at the end. First of all, read the question and then try to figure out which section you might want to go to, right?
Right.
So sometimes I, I figured like one or two questions are generally from one particular tab, right? Generally, they have four questions for one multi-sourcing
Yeah. Yeah.
data, right?
Hmm.
And one or two questions would be just focusing
From
on
one
singular
tab. In fact,
tabs.
there are many questions that we've seen in the official content. Only one tab, and all the questions are from one tab only. So yeah, I
Right,
think
right.
from that. Yeah.
So, so that is the strategy that I adopted in the end, right? Uh,
Hmm.
but for like DI, it was not really big of a challenge for me. Like given my engineering background, so I was pretty comfortable with the accuracy part. It's just that I had to
The,
focus on time management.
right. Were you eventually able to finish all the 20 questions in DI or no?
No, no. I was able to finish, I think, 18 questions,
Mhm.
uh, and I think 16 were correct.
Okay. Rohan,
But
one important thing here, sorry to interrupt
right,
here,
yeah.
but do you think data sufficiency questions these days are also taking so much time because they are longer in reading and word, or is it that basic algebra, you can just guess the answer? What is happening?
I wouldn't say they're taking anything longer, at least not for
Okay,
me,
okay,
right?
okay.
Uh, not specifically data insight, data sufficiency. Uh, for me, it was the multi-sourcing things that were taking
Right.
time,
Mhm.
right? So that is what I had to manage well,
Mhm.
right? Uh, and for the practice of data insights, I just went through the uh, IR PDFs that you had shared earlier,
Yeah, yeah.
and just practice the official mocks, like and
Right,
see where I'm going wrong. Uh, Try to uh, solve in a most
right.
efficient way, right after the exam.
Right, right.
So that is what I did for data insights,
So
and
only unusual thing is the pacing part in the multi-source reasoning. Apart from that, all
yes, yes,
basic stuff, usual
yes,
practice.
yes,
And we had anyway given you lots of content. Even for the classic edition, we had given you a lot. And
right.
obviously now we give a lot more, but still. Take us through all the sections one by one, then quant and verbal as well
Right.
this time.
Next, I would go to quant. Something weird I observed in quant, even during the mocks and the actual exam. Some of the questions you would be able to solve in less than a minute. I would say like starting 7, 8 questions, you would definitely be able to solve in less than a minute, or maybe
Mm.
a minute and 15 seconds. And then 2, 3 questions would just strike like they would take you 6 minutes or even longer, right? So there are spikes in difficulty level. That is what I observed, both in
Mm.
the mocks and in the real exam.
Right.
Uh, but I think I was able to manage time well in the initial questions, so I was okay with spending a little more time on few of the questions, right?
Okay.
But yeah, that did uh, mean I was not able to finish the last question.
Oh, even in the quant section, that means.
Right, right. because
And is
three
it
que-
because is it because you didn't manage well, or you feel genuinely would have fallen short of time with every strategy? Was it just too
uh,
lengthy or something?
right. So I would say I didn't practice quant a lot, right? Uh, there are definitely difficulty spikes in three questions that
Hmm.
I could clearly observe, right? I think one took me 6 minutes, another took me 6.5 minutes, and the third one took me 5 minutes, right?
Okay.
So a significant time went there in just three questions. Although I did get all three of them correct, right?
Did you
But
not use the review thing or but the
no,
new
no,
feature?
I could not. I could not. But I'll come to that thing.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
one
please do.
tricky thing there. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, I if I in the hindsight, if I think like maybe I practice a little more on the quant section as well, time management
Mm.
would have been better, right?
Okay. Okay.
Maybe even save a couple of minutes there.
Hmm.
It's not really that difficult.
What
It's
was your
just that
previous quant score, by the way, when you got 740 in the classic edition?
Q40, sorry,
Fif-
Q50.
fif- 50, which
Yeah,
means you were very good at it, and that is why I thought that, okay, let me this time not bother too much.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Even then, like I didn't practice too much after the classes. During the
Mm,
classes, I definitely completed the pre-work, right?
mm.
But after the classes, I did took a couple of tests on the portal, but not a very extensive practice as in verbal,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Describe the other section as well, verbal now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So verbal, I think uh, there's a very clear reason why time management might be difficult.
Mm,
Earlier, there were 36 questions and 65 minutes, right? Out
mm,
of which I think 13 or 12 questions were from SC.
mm.
And assuming that you take 1 minute, 10 seconds at the max per question, that gives you about 16 minutes,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So you clearly have 4 minutes short for
Mm.
the RC and CR,
Right.
right? So that is why you can clearly see like verbal might be a like difficult to manage section. But
Mm,
fortunately, I was able to complete verbal, right?
mm.
Uh,
Did you
right.
get four passages? Did you get three passages? Were the
So
passages longer
that
than
that
usual? What was it like? Yes.
that thing hasn't changed. There are four passages.
Mm-hmm.
One passage is usually longer than the rest of the three,
Mm,
uh, right? And the only thing that changes is sometimes there are 13 questions from RC or 14,
mm, mm.
and
Okay. Okay.
correspondingly the CR changes,
Right.
right?
Right. So,
But
Rohan, one
difficulty,
thing that definitely stands out is that people should do extensive practice, time management, LSAT papers, and also practice for Quant and DI as well, so that
right?
nothing is missed out on the time management front. So that's a very clear insight. Yeah,
Right.
please
So
go ahead.
one more thing I would say is for quant and DI, you don't need to do very separate practice, right?
Mm,
If you are good at one section, you just need to improve on the time management for the other. I'm sure if you are
right,
good on quant, then you'll definitely be good on accuracy part and DI,
right, right.
right?
Mhm.
So
You were talking
just
about
you'll
the review section also that you'll come to
yeah.
later. Just let us
So
know everything about the exam experience, everything. Yeah.
So difficulty wise, verbal or quant were both. Verbal was similar. Like for quant, I just told you like there are some spikes in the uh, uh, difficulty level. In 2 3 questions, you'll definitely see a spike, but otherwise difficulty level is same as before, right? And same goes for verbal. There is no spike as such.
Okay.
Neither in DI there is no spike as such that I observed, right? Uh, and coming to the final thing, so in the classic edition, what I would do is when I'm at the last question, I would just select any random option
Mm,
before even reading the question, just to ensure that
okay.
I don't get the penalty,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? But in one of the mocks, I think the mock that I gave the night before the exam, I observed that I had selected the option and did not click the submit button.
Mm.
I got a penalty on that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's important to submit if you're running short on time, you
Hmm.
have to submit and then go on to the review and edit option,
Okay. Okay.
right?
So did you use that option? You were saying something
Uh,
tricky there
so
or
yeah,
something?
this is what the tricky part was. Like you have to use that review and edit option at the last question. It's important,
Oh, okay. Okay. You're saying something there. Okay. I understood now. Okay. And
right?
overall, which was your weakest area? You kind of told me RC was your weakest area probably in when you joined. And
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
RC was definitely my weakest area at that time, and fortunately, following the octave strategy,
Hmm.
made it the strongest section.
Because your accuracy is 100%, they're not even just 100 percentile. So really, really awesome.
Yeah.
So, Rohan, people who are directly preparing for the focus edition, what should they take care of? And what would be some of your tips? What you should not do? Did you think you prolonged your preparation? Did you think that, you compressed it? Just give me an idea, like what they should do and should not do who are preparing for the focus edition straight away. Yeah.
Right. So one thing is like do not take breaks. Like not even a 1 day break in your prep. 1 day break means like two more days of slow prep. uh, if you are having a bad day, like you may do just 1 hour or 2 hours study, just open something, right? Maybe it would be a less efficient day, but do something. Taking a complete break puts the next few days at risk as well,
Okay.
right?
So don't take
uh,
breaks. One. Yeah.
Right. So another thing was having taken a break myself between the classic and focus. That is, I would say, one reason I had to prolong my prep. Otherwise, it could have been done in a much shorter time, right?
Okay.
Uh,
Hmm.
but yes, another do and don'ts for the another do for the focus edition would be to uh, not take the uh, time management in quant or DI lightly, even if you are from an engineering background,
Yeah.
right?
So, I mean, it can happen with the best of us that we feel that this is in my pocket. I mean, this section I don't have to worry about. I'm
Yeah,
fast with it. So,
yeah,
okay, you shouldn't
yes,
assume any of those things. Keep practicing. This is something that I've been telling always. Always I've been saying, but still, I mean, sometimes when you're naturally good at something, it can happen. Anything else
right.
in do's or don'ts? Let me know.
Uh, so like another don't would be actually I've been getting a couple of messages on LinkedIn as well, and people keep asking me, did you follow any other prep material? I would always say strictly no. Just uh, trust you completely, and just follow your guidelines. I think
Right.
that's the best thing to do and not to do, right?
Right.
And another
And
thing,
what
yeah.
should they not do, probably? I mean, one is that you should be regular. So obviously you should not be regular. All of that is fine. Any other thing that you'd suggest?
Uh, Another thing I would suggest is to not to skip the pre-work, especially for verbal.
Hmm.
Just can't afford that, right? You'll miss the entire class. At I had to miss the pre-work for one class in the beginning because of a job interview that week. Uh,
Hmm.
but but you just cannot afford that.
Yeah, because
At
the
at
class
senior,
becomes meaningless if you have not done the work. So you're
right,
part of the
right,
live batch. Yes, yes.
right.
All right.
And yeah, one more thing that did
Mm-hmm.
help me was, this is especially for people with, discipline issues, uh, is to keep a, timesheet, like how much hours did you study that day,
Mm.
and how much did you waste, right? It just gives you
Okay.
a motivation to, do better next day,
All right.
and plan that next day, like the things you have to achieve next day in terms of the prep, right? So that's another do. And uh, yeah, I think that would be it, I guess.
Right. So, Rohan, now that you're done and gotten a 99th percentile, and obviously the two scores are never comparable, so that is a separate point. Are
Yeah.
you done doing your applications? Are you still doing the essays, or no, what is it? Did you apply in
I
round one also to some schools,
No,
or are you applying exclusively in round two?
applying exclusively in round two only. So I'm currently in the process.
Okay.
Uh, so yeah,
Yeah. So I don't know whether you're taking Audrey's consultation or not, but if you need, you please reach out to him once at least. Just
sure,
talk to
sure.
him as well. Right, right. All right, Rohan, and very, very happy that this finally happened. And I know after 97th percentile, many people wouldn't even want to rewrite at 740 with a
Yeah,
Q50. You probably did not need a chance, but great to see the spirit that you really went ahead and smashed it this time. And
yeah,
99th percentile in the section that has been added at the behest of business schools is the DI section has been added because B schools had been insisting about this. So I
yeah.
think this gives you a much, much better chance. All the very best and keep in touch then. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah.